and I feel like it needs to be spread out a little bit more. And as a community, I feel like we need to address this right now. And honestly, and people can have many opinions, and I'm gonna say this now. If you feel offended, if you feel targeted by what I'm about to say, I really don't care. You might be the problem to what this game is. But if I'm being honest, Overwatch support players, maybe DPS, and I say maybe, can play Rivals DPS and support. But the Rival support players cannot play Overwatch support. And I mean that cold-heartedly. I feel like they don't know how to use their kit properly. And when I say that, I I mean like for example, Cloak and Dagger. You have a bubble, you have a cloak fade, you have the blind, the other wall, the light wall, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called, but that invisible woman, you literally have a kit where you can do everything.
Cosmic rays
This is
didn't make
literally
me
the
who I
only
am today.
support
My family did. We've got trouble.
where you could just do everything. You have a self shield, you can give people shields, you could do push,
Burst.
pull, vortex field. You have everything in your kit in order to fight back against dive or any sort of danger. But what rival supports like to do, they like to just sit there and heal bot and hope and pray that your tanks or DPS just decide, oh, I'm gonna just babysit my support. They don't gotta do anything. Look at me. I'll just sit in the back and just do nothing. And when tanks, they're sitting in the front line, they're just gonna be sitting there wondering like, hey, what's going on with the supports? They're just sitting there dying the whole entire time. And then guess what? They're gonna be expected to switch the thing. They're gonna be expected to switch to Emma, shield tanks in case it's like heavy poke, like anything that just requires them to babysit and pamper support players. And I will say this: the only skillful supports in the game is only Mantis, Fox, and Luna. I like I don't see, and maybe Deadpool. Like every single one of these supports have something in their kit for some form of survivability. Except I'll say maybe Ultron, because Ultron with him I feel like he's like moves a little bit slow, so it's easier to kind of like beam him down. Other other than like a form of Iron Man where he could just dash around and stuff. Even though Ultron does have a dash, but that's only like on what 8 second cooldown, I believe. I don't know. I don't play Ultron, but yeah, with Overwatch, you actually have to focus on positioning and ways to fight back against some form of dangerous tactic that's prospering against you. This game is just basically a get out of jail free card, if you ask me. The only support on Overwatch that like is maybe similar to probably rivals, just heal botting and stuff, is Mercy. But even then, at least I see a lot of Mercy players using their gun, and it's not good. I see a lot of Rocket players on here. They don't even use their gun, even though it does a lot of damage.
Sometimes we take
You
stuff
can shoot
other
at a
people are
dino, you can
guarding.
shoot at a thing. It does a lot of damage, a Groot. But what does people do? People just rather just sit there, hold left click, LT, LT, L2, and go about their day.
Welcome. More bad guys. Just
They don't want to use the gun, even though it does a lot of damage. And
you
even
lost
with
to me.
the amplifier, a lot of people still don't use the gun. They just sit there, hold left
I'll
click,
patch you up.
left click, left click. Oh, here you go, heals. They get dove. They don't want to shoot their at least attempt to shoot their gun. I would say the only characters I say is probably dang near impossible to fight back is Black Cat because that's one of the top two
You're
DPS,
welcome.
if not top two dive DPS in the game. And it ain't two. I'll let you know that right now. It ain't two. So yeah, that's just an opinion. Again, if you feel offended, if you feel triggered by what I have to say, then I don't care. You might be the problem. And y'all just need to learn how to use our kit more instead of just sitting there and heal body and expecting to be pampered babysitted. That's probably mainly the main reason why a lot of people say support players are just boosted. They expect it to be pampered.
As long as I got bullets, I
So
win.
yeah.